Hi guys.
Wow, Jodes, we were in sync.
Yes.
Oh, we're getting better at this audio thing. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Good Girl podcast. I'm your girl Renee, and this is Jody.
Jody.
Yes.
Welcome back guys. Yes, it's another one. We're going back to some level of consistency, guys. I know you will appreciate it. So, keep it, we're going back on track. So we're here for it. I hope you're here for it too.
Yes. So you know how we start off jumping right into the goodie of the week this week, and it's none other than the beautiful, the talented Sheensea, right?
Argentina.
You keep doing this singing thing, and I really wish.
No, that's what I know her as. Like Shensia, no, Ashensia. Like that's how I say her name at every given time.
I really wish you would stop. I really wish you. No, I needed to just not do this. Anyway, Shensia is the goodie of the week. She was recently on Yendi's. What's the name of that program? I should have written
No.
down. Sorry. Yendi has a YouTube series that's very good where she interviews influential people in society, basically. And what is actually happening is, Shensia, she recently, rest in peace to her mother, she recently lost her mom. And basically she would have spoken on her strength and basically what would have happened in that period, right? So that's the goodie of.
Yes, I mean it takes some strength. Like I saw her a video with she and Rogero. Yes. Her beautiful, handsome son Rogero. And they were just like, she's goofy, which I love, and she's like riding around in his little toy car. Funniest thing about. And I thought to myself, like, I saw the video and I thought to myself instantly, I'm just like, wow, I hope they're coping. Like, I don't know. It just came to me and I'm just like, I'm glad that they're able to, still see some happiness in them and some joy. I know that he really must miss his grandmother, but I really love that, she's able to push through and probably use it as a motivation to ensure that she's watching down from heaven and she's still being as successful and driven as she would love her to be. So I quite like it. The strength that she has is it's really, 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 really present. You see, she has to have the strength for her son and for herself, and it would have been really hard. It is really hard. She has been a single mother, and her mother has really, really, really been the support that she probably wasn't getting from anyone else. And so to lose that support emotionally and physically, mentally, it's tough. But she's pulling through, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I share all your sentiments. I think that she is really resilient. I think that takes a lot. I do want. I know one day we all have to experience losing a parent, but we don't want to experience that. Like I can't imagine pain. And then on top of that, be in public eye when that happens. The scrutiny, the disrespect, everything in between is just very. It's very hard. So I think that having her, open up so much and even be willing to share your story so soon and just be willing to help others was almost like a teaching thing for other people. And, she was saying, at one point, she was saying what drives her is her passion. And I was like, yes, girl. Like, a lot of people, when bad things happen, they get destructive, but she got really constructive. So I think
I was
that,
just about to say I was kind of I don't want to do this, but I was thinking of drawing the comparison or the parallel to another popular American rapper, female rapper who would have experienced something like this, and to me, it's she would have gone on a path of more destruction, being how she's spending her time and who she's spending her time with, than someone who is more constructive with how it is that they're dealing with it. Some people really do more differently. So I appreciate the fact that she's is definitely way more constructive than ever.
yeah, and then she also has a lot to lose as well. She she said she would focus on her son, which is true because he lost like another person that's close to him, and I'm sure he doesn't
Yeah.
know fully that. So
Hmm.
big up yourself, Cynthia, for being true the goodie of the week.
Yes. Big up.
Big up yourself. So jumping right in to our trending topic this last week we chat we don't know and tell you what we did there, but this is the trending topic and want to introduce some of those
Um,
things.
I mean, Well, for me, it is something I can really kind of resonate with. I don't think, well, all right. So, of course, we have friends that we've had over years or may not have been years, maybe months, who knows, that, you would have turned to foes. It's one of those things that people don't really talk about, and talk about how a friendship breakup is actually just as impactful as a more intimate relationship between a man and a woman. It's really heartbreaking sometimes, and because it is that we kind of like, have these, you share this information, we share this with our personal experiences, our secrets. And to be honest with you, I think one of the most disastrous, things is your friend turning to you for and revealing all of your secrets and all. And I think, boy, I don't know, like, that's scary. I've never really experienced it like that, like where they reveal all my secrets and all, but I've definitely had friends who've turned to fools. So I don't know. Like, let me hear you think your thoughts on that, Renee. If you what
So
like,
it takes the longest to introduce a topic. You know, because
sorry, my hours are like tough about my life and
well, you should be a news reporter. Like the topic, firstly, is friends today, tomorrow. That is all you look
sorry,
like.
I'm in a short and spicy. Hello, I'm sorry.
Like, damn, girl. So, all right. So my thoughts. So, okay. So, where this topic is really coming from. So, we see a lot, especially on social media, where friends, right? Friends fight, but oftentimes in our society, we see where friends become close or end up being like enemies. So, I'm not saying that you can't fight, but what we notice is like, especially on social media. So, it's just like, how much can you trust people? You know what I mean? So, this would have kind of been driven from a lot of things that have been happening over like the pandemic period. So we recently saw, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but there's a popular hairdresser, Arrogante, and he's doing like the hairdresser. He's like really popular. He's doing the hair for a lot of stars, right? So he and Nicki Minaj, like he does her hair, and they had like this big falling out, right? So I was just thinking about it, and I was like, even what's happening with Meg Thee Stallion and her friend Kelsey, where they were literally best friends, like everywhere together, and now they're just like complete enemies. And I don't know. It's just, can you really trust people, or like, what do you like? How do you go from like friends to foes that quickly? Personally, I have had probably like one situation like that, but it's not like that person was just really toxic. But it wasn't really like, I don't think I have those situations with people like all the time where it's just like we're enemies, we're talking about each other. I'm gonna be posting your business, I'm gonna be like disrespecting your family. I don't know, like what level does it have to get to for it to get there?
I think it really all mostly comes also down to the character of that so-called friend that you had. Because I mean, there are people who can just, respectfully go move and go their different paths and live their life respectfully without spilling any tea or anything like that. But there's some, like, especially I realized, especially in Hollywood, or people that are seemingly very popular, when their friendships are lost, or it's always some like tumultuous thing where it's just like, girl, I was there when you were this and this, and you were hungry and sleeping on the mattress, and and I'm just like, like, why are we going there? Why would I spill all that tea? Like, was that necessary? Like, there are people who I mean, I haven't had a lot of these things, but I would say like majorly probably like two. And most people didn't know until like over a while, I realized that, well, now parents just like, well, we're just not friends. Like, that's it. That's on that. That's on period. I didn't have anything else to say. Not gonna really tell people don't like that, but I don't know what was happening behind closed doors, what was said about me, but I know that I have my reasons. I guess they would have had their reasons, and we move right along. And I mean, I have not lost sleep, but I don't know, like, why it have to be like that? Why them have to drag them on, like, drag each other? Like, why? When they were like so close, it's actually the scariest thing, and I think that's one of my biggest fears, like losing a really, 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 really close friend, and then air all my dirty laundry, or just air all the secrets or whatever. Because I don't really share much, and for me to open up to anybody is just like, I think.
Yeah, that's facts. I can agree with that completely. Like, it takes a lot for you to speak on certain things. Like, yo, like Jody, I did not know like even like a name for Jody until probably like a year in, like a name of a family member or anything. She would just be like, oh my auntie, oh a nigga or something. Like she would just like be so casual. So I know it takes like a lot for you to really be comfortable with people. And that's completely true because people are trash. I feel
Amen,
like
sister friend.
people are just such trash. Like they're such trash. So it's just like you don't know trust or how because you it and it really time doesn't mean anything because
Mm-mm.
I like don't talk to anymore. I knew her from like I was a child, like high school, like, you know? And she was just like and then I have friends who I'm like last year who are like more solid and loyal than even her. So I really don't think time has anything to do with it. I just think it's really sad when a friend can literally just go and just talk about your business or just bring up even something to just use and bring you down. I've even seen situations where even like family, right? Like family, your family business or whatever, they turn against you. I mean, look what's happening. So recently, even the Kardashians, like they're the perfect example of friends turn foes because they have foes. They have so many people who they don't talk to anymore because of man, mostly. But Larsa Pippen, she recently, so she was like one of the Kardashian clan like powering members, and she recently
Yep.
did an interview. It was so crazy. She did an interview, and she was talking about like, oh, I dated Tristan first, and she was just airing out tea. Like it doesn't even matter what she was saying. She was just airing out tea, and I was just like, well, damn, Larsa. When you were with them, everything was fine and dandy. Like you were okay with the way they were living. So it just doesn't it just seems bitter when a friend like doesn't talk to you anymore and she just starts to all of it. And I don't know if people see through that because if I see two people who are pairing and they stop talking and you're out here spilling, I just look at you crazy like you look fool, like why you tell the girl business or why you tell the man business
Yeah,
or
you look dumb. You look bitter. You look absolutely ridiculous. And why? What the points? Like you, that means that you see the thing is people don't. It's hard because people don't realize that when you forgive people, or we're not saying you should forget the scenario, but when you forgive, it's really for you. You know, it's not really for anybody else but you because it's that piece that you need to just move on with your life and no say you sleep good at night time. No say if this person name come up, you're not like rude and your mood don't change. It doesn't affect you in that way. And sometimes it takes a while to get to that point where you think you feel like you're comfortable because the hurt may be like that deep, you know? Because right now, I don't even know how what's your name? Kylie, you know, functioning or how it is that she functioned after losing her friend, quote unquote, because of the drama with Tristan and her sister. Like, I don't know
yeah.
how she continued. Like, you know, it's just like wow, because all of that whole scenario was just wild. So it's just like this girl, I live with you and do everything with you when then bloops one day by the flip of a hat, it's like you are completely done with her. Like how do you move forward in a way that is, you know, good, healthy, blah blah blah. I know that she didn't really speak on it, which is great because she never did speak on it because what she did, I mean, I don't think she should have cut her very friend for that, but I don't know. Like I really just don't.
I think that whole situation, like it's so funny how they're handling Larsa. Like none of them has said anything about Larsa, but the black girl. Anyway, that's not sorry, but it is. But it's just like why I don't understand how even the thing that happened with Jordan and Tristan really had nothing to do with Kylie. I feel like fine if you were friends and I don't want to bring you around my family or whatever, like you're still my friend. You know what I mean? So I just think that, and I think too, I don't know, when a person is younger, I tend to give them more leeway. So me being Chloe being the older person and Jordan being the younger person, I would have kind of had more of a level of patience then to kind of understand because she's also a very young girl. I would more put the blame on my man, but then that's just me because you know, like them man, yeah.
Is it also rational?
Yeah, so it's just like I don't understand, you know. So, but I think that it's kind of sad when you see like a friend going a certain direction. And then it's just like, I feel like there are things though that will make a friend turn a foe. Like, I'm sorry, if you're my friend and you sleep with my man, we're not gonna be friends. If you're my friend and you like fight me, like get physical with me, we're not gonna be friends. I have deal breakers in certain things. If you, for example, or you if you're just like, if I hear you talking about me like behind my back, or just saying like the most random things, or just saying something that I told you in confidence, like as Jody said, if I say something to you right in confidence and I say listen, or I do something wrong, like I know that I should not be doing this, right? I know that I should not be stealing. I know that I should not be with this person. I know that I should not do certain things. And you go back and like be telling people. So there's a difference in intervention where you're trying to help me and you're just really spreading propaganda. And I think a lot of people try to live under the umbrella of, oh no, I was just trying to help her. I was just
No,
trying
you weren't.
to
And,
you
and
were.
and I've seen that before play out. I've seen two friends literally just like it just deteriorated. I mean, I had my notions about the friendship, and I was just like, because for me, I I usually size people up, and I size people up pretty well for the most part. And if that spirit is something there, yeah, I'm your grandmother. Because if that spirit something there, not take you, I
Fact.
don't know how I move forward. There's no moving forward, cause if my spirit not take you, I'm gonna feel a certain way. I say, because based on past behaviors, I'll be like, they get like, can't trust her, can't trust him, something like that. Like it's gonna be hard for me to move forward. So I saw that the friendship I felt that the friendship would have ended sour, and it did, and it was so bad. Like it was so bad, and I felt bad, and I wasn't even in the situation, just looking at it and watching it unfold. It was horrible. And then you have to like contend with like the emotional pain that you go through, because the girl just had talk sideways, left, right, center to anybody she could find, and the girl did not even know that was happening. You know, extend herself beyond reason to the person, not knowing that she felt so strongly about her negatively. And for me, like, you're breaking bread with this person, you're doing the most with this person, and for them to feel so strongly about you, like, that is, I want to throw up. Like, the thought about it just really, it's this girl, it's disturbing, it's disgusting. And I'm just like, yo, people are wicked, Like, first of all,
Listen,
for me,
you have to be
lion
very
steal, lion steal, you put in a one box, and it's the black box. Like, me not, like, even if I have to deal with it, even if it's professionally, I'm gonna deal with you at a level that is like just cordial only. Because once I realize that you cannot be trusted, and you're just wicked for no reason, because so people just lie unprovoked. It's wild, but people do it. Um, I can't look at you and can't treat you the same. I don't know. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I really can't.
No, you know what's crazy too? Like for those friends, let me tell you what's even crazier. Like where I've had a friend like that, and I have had a friend where she just did not like me, and like I did not know. My friends had to be like she was just very passive aggressive, or like we would be out right with like my two friends, and like three of us would be out, and she would just basically, I'd be talking to one of my friends and she'd be like trying to move them away from me or cut me out of the conversation. Bear in mind, this girl did not drive. She did not have dry bleep in her bleep. Like she did not drive. Like she did not. So I would be the designated driver, and she would be coming in my car, like disrespecting me. On you know what I mean. So it was just like, but we were friends from high school. So it was just like, okay, maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, but let me tell you what I learned as well. When people show you who they are, as Jody saying, believe
Hi,
them.
yes, and stop, because we love to give people the benefit of the doubt, and they don't deserve it sometimes. And like, you sit down. Well, I don't really. Sorry, I can't say I love to see the good in people, because I really don't. Because if it is that you do something kind of shaky, I'll putting you in a box, and that jealous friend someday, it's a lot more prominent than we think it is. The jealous friend thing, and the friend who is like secretly competing with you. Lord Jesus, damn that. No, that is
No, that
the
word.
scariest thing
That
ever.
word. I feel like with Meg Thee Stallion and her friend Kelsey, I feel like that's what it was because Kelsey recently released a song. I'm like, girl, you think so if Meg did know say you want rap, Meg wouldn't put you on? Like that's how I feel. Or maybe Meg is a bad person too. We don't know. But I'm just saying, I don't know. If I have, if I said to myself, if I get rich, if I get famous, whatever it is, and my friend wants to do something, or like I know my friend, like I'm going to like my friend Marissa, she owns like a clothing boutique, right? If I get famous, I'm only wearing boutique for beauties. I don't know fear clothes, I fear clothes. You get what me I say? So it's just
Of
like I'm
course,
just
when me win, everybody have to win because at the end of the day,
happy.
there's a lot more you gain from everybody being at the top. Like I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it's way better for everybody being at the top, and instead of one person being at the top, and then you feel like you have to be kind of like quote unquote mining everybody else, or they look to you for a lot more because you at the top, and they might look for opportunities here and there. But we see when everybody at the top and everybody winning and everybody eat a food, it's the best thing ever because it's lonely at the top sometimes. When not somebody at the top, just I say, it would be. I imagine it being that
No,
way.
but you have tops in different ways. Because for example, like where we are now. So all right, us, our group or whatever, our group of friends who are connected. All of my friend them work, all of my friend them drive, all of my friend them, like certain things where so I not have no bum friend where I constantly have to pay for them food, or I can't go certain place because she can't afford it, or and nothing is wrong with that if your friend just not on that level but she's aspiring to be. But it's when you have a friend like that, they can be a leech. Like they can literally be just leeching off you, or you know what I mean? Like they don't have any passion. They're not working towards something. So
Agreed.
don't understand your hard work. They don't understand the sacrifice.
Agreed. So sometimes even where I see that the most, and it may not because I do understand the industry, but like I picture that being like how like an artist behind his entourage, where it's just like him just making these payouts every week to somebody that is just around. Like I don't know, and I don't know, like I
Let me
cannot
tell
like what you mean like 50 man why?
you, the artist thing kind of funny because it's just like, for example, when an artist and an artist explained it to me because I had the same sentiment, but they were basically saying that, yo, when you, for example, I'm a ghetto youth, right, which most artists are. I'm a youth who come from the ghetto. You know, much people have to contribute towards it for you get studio time, for you get whatever. So it's like that's why even sometimes you see like certain artists them always go back in them community and give back, or them have the man them round them because for example you as a DJ, you living in the ghetto, you have the talent, So the gunman them and they might go back you and them gonna say, no man, you can't too disturb him, you can't too, disrespect him, you can't really. So the protection that they give you and so it kinda is like you almost have to give back, and them man you have nothing to look forward to. So it's
But
like
how long are you indebted though? Like, is it that you're constantly on my payroll? I have answers. I have questions that need answers. Like, you know what I'm gonna say? So I don't know. Well, I guess it's a different culture. We wouldn't understand. Me personally, not gonna understand. But it's just something that I've always wondered about. But yeah, like I
you
don't
know, to
know.
certain principles, I feel like a lot of these quote unquote entourage members, that's how a lot of the artist business get out. Like, or
Yeah.
them, like I feel like you have those fake people who dare on you, who just watch you, like, yeah, them did. And you have some people, let me tell you too, them are your friend till you reach a point.
Hi,
So,
hello. That's what every artist sing about. If and most that well, dancehall artists matter about. Most dancehall artists they're going to have a one song where them talk about how watch your premiums because you start making money or because it happens that you don't have to be an artist. This is just like general people love to boost you up and encourage you until people want to do good but never better than them. I mean, I'm not one of those people like go on girl, get it, like secure them bags. Like heck yes, I'm going to
so,
provide opportunities for you to secure even more bags. But there's a lot of people that they start to feel a little inferiority complex that they start to develop or maybe have had before, where they're just like oh my move so and then you start all of a sudden you're hype no because you reached where you want to reach like
Jay-Z said it in an interview. I'm not hustling to stay the same. If I'm hustling to stay the same, I'm hustling backwards. I'm supposed to move different. I have more education. I've experienced more things. I know that, okay, if you see me, I move a certain way. Like, and I feel like even a perfect example of that is pop. You know what I love about popcorn? his humility. I think Popcorn is literally one of the like he's just
Amen. Amen.
he's
Amen.
very humble, he's very true to himself, he's very, he's very, very sure of himself. Because even what happened this week, right, with Movado and the whole plaque and Popcorn, I'm just like, yo, that's such a bad mind thing. And I'm just like, goes back to Friends to Foes. Cause didn't let me Google this while I'm talking. Like, did Movado and Popcorn have a song the other day? Like, not the other day, but like they had a song together, like I'm sure, or he was in some video. Everything is nice. Yeah, like I think Popcorn was on Movado was on the Everything is Nice remix, and he was in like the video and everything. So I'm like, you there for in how long? You have this plan, like this little you to come up like kind of under your not under your governance, because he was under cartel, but you might go, why me hear this, why for the under man. But anyway, sorry, I just thought I'd plug that. That was funny. So he would basically come out from like a lower camp than you, or you ran so he could you ran so he could walk. To me, I'd be proud of that. I'd be proud that I could have set the way or whatever, and you have one of your little, and maybe it's not you, right? It never seemed like it wasn't his voice, but you have your little idiot gully side camp who going to just post a plaque or and for a participation award, like that didn't even make any sense to me. But I think that it's just a thing where even the whole music industry, I feel like you see a lot of friends to foes and like fakeness and bad mind. Because as I said, like to me, Popcorn is literally one of the most humble artists, and I feel like he's remained the same in terms of his jovialness, his whatever.
Yeah.
And when you see him like get up, like if him win, you win. Like what's the
Yeah.
point of
He seems pretty generous as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I see that as well, but it's just like you don't know a person still. But it's like
Mhm.
when even when I watched Usain Bolt's documentary on Netflix.
Oh my gosh. Don't get me started because him and NJ though, like this, like that friendship turned business partnership is just like top notch, top tier, 10 out of 10 would recommend Chef's Kiss because they've been riding through, I always say like through the mok mok. I always like that's for me, that's the rags, mok mok. And they're both winning. They're both winning.
You know what's crazy too? That people would look on Bolt and look on like even how Bolt like his friends and everything. Like one of his friends is his insurance agent. Like he puts his friends on. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like people would look and say, oh, like Bolt this and Bolt that, or the hard work that he's putting. When I watched that documentary, I was just like, yo, having a good support system behind you, it can put you 20 times better off,
Of
like
course.
idea that we have as I don't know, like as what are we, millennials, Gen X, what am I don't know,
I'm
but
definitely a millennial.
I don't know, this idea that we have of um doing everything on our own and da 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 da, like
Oh my gosh.
it's so ridiculous because I'm telling you, like, yes, friends can turn foes tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
but it's when you have the right friends, the ones that are
True.
driving you, like,
Mm-hmm.
literally, all of my friends inspire me. Like, you inspire me, all of
Mm-hmm.
my close friends, like, inspire me so much.
And I
And
feel
it's
like
just
that's
like,
how it should be. Like I feel like
yeah,
like I'm not saying this always say you must always have a group of people around you that what can teach you things or whatever. Like my friends teach me things like we're on such a different they're on the same wavelength in life where with the certain things that we want and need. And we're just like, oh okay, this is the plan, how we're gonna get it and we'll talk about it. And it's always so fulfilling to and then to know that you have the same type of mindset and it's not like you just trying to like push forward and then the person just kind of like simple minded like, oh let me still got a club. I mean, what's a club? No, but you know what I'm saying, like you don't want to. And then you're going to be, oh, you're acting different. But I mean, that's what people do when they change. They do act different.
and as I said, I'm not hustling to stay the same, right? And it's just, even the other day, right, I saw the most, like, two of my friends, they had the most genuine interaction, and I was like, wow, I'm really hanging with the right. So one of my friends recently launched a lip gloss line. Like big up yourself, the big place 876. Check out their lip
Right,
gloss.
sure.
Yes, so she recently launched her lip gloss line. I have another friend who is doing the same thing, but hers hasn't launched yet, right? And I woke up and I saw like Brittany sent me the her cleaner article, right? And I was like, oh nice. So I said you got it. No, I think it's Observer, sorry. She got it in the Observer and she's like, it wasn't even me. She was just like, she was like, it was a friend of mine. I don't know if she want people to launch classes. I don't want her. But
No, yeah, it's fine.
it was our friend. Like it was our friend, the color girl. It was girl. And then she was just like, yeah, girl. And I was just like, that's such a, like, I thought about it and I was like, that's such a genuine thing because
No, because you should think about the collab that they can do in the future, brother.
exactly. She was just like, I just launched mine, so I soon launch mine. So I can save that for myself. No, when she ready for launch hers, you know what I mean? The spot I got dead fear again because guess what? God opens doors for people who are kind, for people who are giving, for you know what I mean? I just
Oh
feel
yes.
like I
Yes,
feel like
yes, and yes.
you can't bad mind. Can't bad.
No. Like I'm the type of friend because I have a friend who is just like she on a go, she on a mission. She wants to purchase a home by really soon. And let me tell you, anytime she send me a house or whatever, I'm like, when we going? And I'm picking her up and I am carrying her. Like we are going together. Like, oh, you want to look on the house? Or I send her some like we can go this weekend. Like I am going to support you 100% of the way. Me love support my friends because I mean I love the support and one hand can clap. But I always say one hand can clap. And some people, they don't understand the struggles you face. They may not be like the most severe struggles because I don't believe in glorifying struggling because we do that a lot. That's a whole other episode. We need to stop. Anyways, because I would love to have been born into wealth. I have no apologies
Oh
about
my God. We're talking about that next week. You guys already know next week topic.
that. But I mean, you have to drive your friends. Like, yeah, and I know, especially you and with your core friends, you forever boosting them, you posting them page, you're buying their products, you're doing all that you can to ensure that you are getting their business out there and you're putting them on. And I love that. I love to see that. I love to see young women empower women because as much as there are women in this world or in Jamaica too that state that they empower women, they really don't. And I have a mentor, in the marketing field that I'm in, and she has given me book recommendations. Like she has basically created a blueprint for me to ensure that I'm succeeding in my career. And I'm telling you, I can't just thank her enough for the help that she's giving me. And so I always try to pass on that baton, information that I have. But there's no point in keeping it to yourself. Like, when you're going to die with it, like, what is the point?
And I was thinking I saw a tweet that said, one thing about like the generation coming up, Gen Z, them do ramp put each other on. They'll just go on them phone. Them would discover something and they'll just go on them phone and screen record it and be like, oh yeah, man, guys, if you didn't know about this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like our generation is very, no, we need to, I don't know if it's how we were like grown or what we saw. Like I feel like the competitive nature of even school and like dean's list or whatever. Like, okay, you made the dean's list every year, girl. We work at the same place now. You get what
Right?
I'm saying? Just if you something there, like if you're a doctor or if you're a nurse or whatever, and you graduated honors and you never graduated honors, it don't matter. You still going to the hospital, the same nasty we are kept.
Like, I never
So
understood people that just like boast with them. Oh, I mean, not to say something to discount, please, guys. I'm not discounting any type of honor or any sort. I'm just saying, like, don't discredit the work that other people doing just getting a pass. Like, our degrees, it's a dime a dozen, but they still work as hard, I believe, to be able to secure something on paper, like, you
yeah,
know.
and then don't act like it's just like get what I'm saying. So I definitely think that don't act like I feel like yes, no man, if you get your first class honors, whatever you get your honors, and you feel proud of it, fine. But don't discredit. My problem is the discrediting of the people who did, right? Because I don't know people's circumstance. You don't know it's supposed to go school and have two things. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like yeah, so wow, we really went off on a tangent. How we end up here, so we always do it.
Always.
Always roping it back in, like we just went. But yeah, friends, friends supporting friends is just very important, and I think that you can see the genuine love, right? And I think that when a friend, it hurts. I don't know. What do you think hurts more, like a friend turned to a foe or like a relationship gone wrong?
No, my friends went to a foe, because I mean both of them are really like emotionally distressing, but a friend to a foe thing kind of rough. Like the friend that I have lost. I mean, to this day we can probably maybe say like we can say hello. It's not like skin up face. But I knew her from Bloomers days. All who know Bloomers, if you know, you know Bloomers. Yes. So from prep school, so it kind of like it kind of like rough at first. But over time, you just once you get you found peace. I found peace in it. I found peace that all right, I guess we kind of aren't meant to be friends. No.
Yeah,
I don't know. For me, it's weird because it's always just like, well, would I ever be friends with her again? I'm not really sure because that is another question too. Like, the people that would dog each other out on Instagram and or any other social media outlets, or just in general to people that have been mutual friends with the people that the friendship break up with, and then two they see them back buddy. I'm just like, how you did that? Cause that's oh,
no,
I'm sorry. I'm not really
no,
sure how I'm gonna get past that because what?
no, no,
Oh,
no. No. The minute me and you stop talking, you take it to social media, we're done, bro. Like what you talking about? You know what I hate? Because the thing is with me, I feel like personally, I make the floor so open for my friends to be able to talk. So you see, the minute you are gonna feel like say, yeah, me and you have a little altercation, and you go to social media, or you have a little vibes, or you unfollow me, or like we are do like no, when I come back from that, you're good. I'm good on you. You're good on me. And to me, like it hurts. I think I don't know, both hurt equally, but I think a friend, I agree with you that a friend to foe hurts more because you expect when you go into a relationship, like a romantic relationship, there's almost an expectation of it ending badly. When you go into a friendship is not like a planned thing. Well, for me, someone who planned friendship can do that. um it's not a plan thing for me. It's like a gradual, we just start to vibe and then we become friends. So it's just like me cool, you cool, so we just like a fun vibe till we're not, you know what I mean? So you don't really expect an ending to our friendship, because even so, I have some people who I was very close with, but we just gradually drift. You know, mean say we have beef or anything. It's just that we're at different places in our lives or whatever.
yeah,
So turn pose, but we just kind of ease out of the
yeah.
thing. So I feel like with friend turn foe, like you have to go to your way for turn somebody photo, and
Oh yeah.
I feel like it take a lot of energy because you can literally just distance yourself, or if you're not
hmm
like that, you can just kind of draw
But
back.
as I said to you, that there's people who you have friends who probably pre-name, you don't know them pre-name, and that I'm just like, or they might bring up something that happened like years ago, and you're just like, but huh? That
Or
is just
yo,
like sick. Like yeah, made me sick. Like so, do you mean for tell me say couple years ago this bothered you, you never said it until now, and then what? So that means you carrying a really big belly at this point in time. I mean, your baby born, you're 9 months pregnant, the baby born, toddler now, settings, feelings where you carry.
no,
So
I feel like that and jealousy is so scary because it's just like jealousy will have if you're really a jealous your jealousy, that jealousy emotion is such a dangerous emotion that I don't think people speak on enough. Like we talk about bad mind and jealousy, but jealousy is a serious thing, Jealousy has
to
caused
disease.
jealousy has caused so many people. So jealousy forces you to act out of character. That's
Mm-hmm.
what jealousy does. Like if you're a jealous person, like when people come and say, "Oh, I'm a jealous person," no, you're crazy.
It's not
Jealous.
that's something to boast, sweetie.
Me, jealousy is such a serious thing. Like when you're really meds and somebody gonna say, "Yeah, man, I'm jealous." That's crazy. Like that, like you just can see something from somebody or
Mhm.
some. somebody's attention and you get to the point of like upset and like no, like no, nothing
So
that
let me play devil's advocate. I don't know if it's devil's advocate, but I'm gonna ask a question. What if it is that you had a friend who she act with you one way and then outside of the friendships acts another way, or she portrays the image of someone else and then it's a different person with others? Like, how do you what would you think about that?
you just you're psychotic. like no, let me tell you why. Because I feel like it takes a lot of energy to be to have personality and different extroverts. Like
Straight.
it takes us so much energy. Like to me, it's like you always have your guard up, always a plan. You always a do the mo. You always are checking like, oh shoot, I'm about to see Ren. Let me act uptown. Yo, me about to see Jody. Me go and get to. Me about to see.
Right.
Like that. That's so much to think about. You know, that's literally by the time the day done, you're supposed to be tired. 'Cause
Try
everybody gets
hard.
tired. You're well tired.
Yeah. And there are also the friends that like they do like keep up with the Joneses type of friends where they're not really honest with themselves or the people they're around. And it's just like, but why? Like, if
Those
me
are
can be honest with my friends right now and say, you know, sir, I want one, but I love to go eat some food there, but you know, so I really can't to manage that right now. Like, if I can do that, or if I can be like, you know, I'm actually really really tired. I had a long week. I actually can't make it or whatever. And then not they're not flip out or so or kind of pre you. Then what kind of friend is that? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, me not put on for nobody because why? What a point? Like, I think I'm
Yeah,
too authentic for that.
or you try to, yeah, exactly, like, or you try to, a certain circle, or yeah, try to do
Mm-hmm.
what you're embarrassing. Let me tell you why. Because you're presenting something that you can't maintain, and it's going to
Mm-hmm.
catch you at some
It's
point
oh
in
God, it's Will,
going to
sweetie.
catch you at some point in time. You're gonna get embarrassed. I did have one friend, but tell me say him uncle I like, I don't remember who it was. Like it has a leeching or somebody of like a high stature, right? And we saw the person, and we just tap him. I said, "What's your uncle?" Da, 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 like, and I said, "Yo," I said, "You can't let me meet him because I didn't want to talk to him about something." I was like, "You can't let me meet him. Let me ask him opinion on something." And he's like, "You know, I don't really like bother you." Da, da, da. And he just a move Gigi. And the person walked past him, right? And then them look on him, but like they weren't looking at him. They looked in his direction, and they said hi to somebody who was between him, right? And it was like direct. It was so embarrassing because he literally told the group of us that this was his uncle, and it was just obvious that it wasn't.
Oh, so people, I just hate people that lie unprovoked. I'm so sorry. Like, why? Wait, like, you know, like, what is the reason? Because no one asks you, no one cares as well. Like, why you lie unprovoked? Why you do that? Why people do that? You know, some think there's some six people that lie unprovoked. No, I'm a really, 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 like, my judge it hard if you lie unprovoked. Like, huh?
Even if you know what too. I feel like gender has a lot with it because I feel like you have women who lie unprovoked too, but I feel like men do it so much. I feel like men not, and I'm not talking about lying to women. I'm talk lie to impress other man. Man will go to them way to lie
Right?
to impress man. Man will buy feel run to
Yeah.
impress other man will like man live to impress people. Like I know men are like, alpha male, da 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 da, but it's just like I feel like you have women who like unprovoked. Now, don't get me wrong. But you see when you see man, I feel like in male circles, like a lot of them will even say things or their feelings about a female or just simple things, them will just lie or like because they want to seem like, oh, my aunt, my uncle do this, or my like they want to seem like, yeah man, my family are bad people, or you sound crazy. Jimmy from Upper St. Andrew, stop that. Like, I
It
don't,
also comes down to you just being so secure in yourself and just know, say, you have a group of friends that accept you for who you are. And that is super important. Just having a strong group of friends. And you know, say, not for be like a bunch of friends, like, you know, have to be no 10 friend or whatever. If it's three good friends, solid friend where you can call upon and say, oh, or they understand you and they just respect you and, you know, really supportive, that is also great. Nothing is wrong with that. And everybody needs a strong support system. Everybody needs people. Everybody needs somebody. Yeah.
I feel like
Period.
well, like if if you answer your phone and say just a call, you can you're fine. Why people love you for just a call? Like that's fine. Um, but I just think that just the end. I think that like a friend of mine said this today. Actually, she said, "Focus on who loves you. Just focus on the people who you know that you get genuine love from.
I
You
agree.
don't you don't need like a tribe. You don't need like a whole heap of people, but
Mm-hmm.
and match energy. No, that's not a problem. I have the same problem sometimes. I think I'm going to match the energy. If
Much
people say,
energy, yep. So if you realize they're a friend when you start tell them good things about you, them kind of just like, oh, okay. Them not really, them not really showing like a little enthusiasm or, little excitement, fear or whatever. Match that, match it back.
energy, and let me tell you to do as like don't even reach to the point where it turns cold. Just cut it off.
No, yeah,
I just self outside or cut it off. Like it doesn't even have to reach to the point where it turns to off. You
yeah,
get
just
me?
cool, yeah.
Just cut it off. Just cut it off. So, yeah, so that's kind of just basically the moral of the story to me. I know we went off on a couple different tangents, but you don't know how the podcast to go. So, next, we are jumping right for listener question. So, this listener says, my boyfriend and I recently, oh no, that was fish. Hey, right.
Alright.
So, this listener said, my boyfriend and I recently moved in together, but I found out recently he had sex with my sister while we were together. I found out in some old text messages between them on his laptop. What should I do? Should I move out? Sorry, I'm tired. Breathe.
I'm just I really shouldn't be laughing. Wow, I'm horrible. Anyways, sorry, but what was it? Why we're asking what should do know? Like why we're asking what we should do? I don't
I thought
understand.
this was perfect for the topic because I was just like,
Why we're
girl,
asking?
what?
But when, but she know. So is it that I more I I always have the I need background because I wonder if she move out if she homeless after that or what what I'm really like is it that this is our only place to stay and lay our head um that's I guess it's maybe that's the case who knows either way she need to leave sorry
Um,
she need to
you
leave
you're my man and had sex with my
I
sister.
said both of them get cut off right through
Bro, no friend because I'm from the family.
oh no sweetie
No friend
uh-uh
because I'm family. Don't make that blood tie something tonight.
No, exactly. I saw you turn a Kardashian them in that idiot because I saw them defend the girl them every minute them defend each other and then two them are physically fight. Anyways,
Listen, don't make that blood something. If you don't like each other, if you have a sister and just don't mesh, and you just
we
don't
just don't
mesh.
mesh.
That family over everything something there.
No, sorry.
Sorry, I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe. I think it's another way for you people to do anything that they want to do and you not cut them off out of
Of course,
quote
it's
unquote.
manipulation as well.
Like it's just quote unquote loyal to the family. No, let it go. Like no, if you want, like if you're a messed up person, you gotta get messed up vibe.
Yeah.
Period.
But then, for me it's just like, oh what it said? It said that she found it's some time ago. It's found some old text messages between him. So I guess it happened some time ago. But who's to tell him that so I'm probably done with she now and then to somebody else, so I'm probably still have on you so
No, the fact that you can sit down in my face, how much things we do together, you can
like
sit down in my face,
girls.
go moving together, and
So wait
you
there, sorry. So wait, I wonder if she said the text message them and then like lie down beside him? Oh, wait.
that's why I'm saying
No.
you're not you're moving with boyfriend stuff. If you're moving with you have to be my husband, and when me I left, me I take
But
off.
also that moving something, they make sure say, for me, be a man girl, me, independent to my own demise because
Then
even if not even man same way, me know say at the end of the day, if him left, I can still live on my own. Yeah.
for to live
hmm
on your own
Yeah.
because this doesn't make any sense. Like it's just
No.
let me tell you something. the time what my type of telling you, the time when not check invest in them man and invest in your Bible, invest in your Jesus. Things were invest in things that are gonna make you better. Because I'm telling you, I'm telling you, like relationships are just too big. Like I understand, maybe this is an overseas person, and she sometimes them couple up because them want to pay the rent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot of like no, for true, but that's a lot of foreign them couple up and live together because they want rent. Anyways, I just really feel like this is
I
just try.
mean,
This is just
mhm.
try all levels. There's nothing I can tell you. There's no reconciling. There's playing devil's
So wait
advocate.
there. So you know what I want to know? If
And
like she approach her sister, so them gonna sit down on Christmas in the same way act like.
the sister is worse than your man. If anybody told you that, let me tell you. Because I don't expect much from it. But me, I got
Mm-hmm.
expect sister. So to me, the sister worse. Two of them need to get cut off it because him no respect front hard. But anyways, the sister is worse. Period. So girl, you need to just I would find a way out. I don't
Yeah.
know. Find a way
And
out.
don't make nobody emotionally manipulated to stay because, oh, you may not have an option or whatever. No, just the one time or whatever. Don't be manipulated because people use things and opportunities and just your level of security that they can provide to you to manipulate you to stay or enjoy things that are less than desirable. So say no to emotional manipulation because it happens in many forms, many forms.
Or yes, many firms, girl, no. Move out. Bye. Like I'm not even know what to tell you. I can't even be kind with you. No.
Why people so grimy? Like why people so grimy? Like I just think about the stuff that people do, and I'm just like, and
Grimy.
you live a life normal after that. Like how you look yourself in the mirror, like. And
I
then
don't know every
it's hard for me to understand because I just
we don't grow the same way, so we're just not gonna understand. Like girl, I guess what's the moral of the story? Get out. I don't know. There's no moral. Get out. Go.
no
Run. Like
run for the hills, my girl.
run away. Run away, love. Like, no. Okay, so on that note, that was the Good Gal podcast. Tune in next week to hear more of me and Jody ranting,
Ramblon, exactly. Jeez, look at us.
and that was the podcast. Bye.
Bye.